Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Sam Jones in Dubai. I think I spoke to you a few months ago and I talked about infrastructure and how you guys are going to do it, and I'm going to be honest, I'm mega impressed.
Yeah.
You know, I've turned up this morning and you guys have got everything, you know, down to a T. How have you managed to do that so quickly?
Good people on the team, not down to me, mate. It's just good people on the team, but I think it's a lot more. I'm not saying the last one wasn't organised, but it was kind of like it's the first event. Anything can kind of go wrong, but this time it's all very organised. The arena's just literally a 1 or 2 minute walk from around the corner from the hotel. It's all good, really good.
And obviously there's 2 fight cards, and that's a lot of pressure. 2 fights, 2 shows in 2 nights.
Friday and the Saturday, yeah.
And is there any particular fights from them 2 shows that you're looking forward to? Give me a couple of fights.
Obviously the main events, Tyrone McKenna against Prograis, I think that's going to be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to see Estelle Mosley for the first time. And I always look forward to Jalalov. Jalalov is a monster, and he's fighting Kamil Sokolovsky, who the UK obviously are very familiar with. Tough man. Saw him today, and he doesn't give a shit, Kamil. Do you know what I mean? He just goes there and he fights. He upsets. If you know good, he'll find you out, Kamil, and he's a tough man.
I'm glad you mentioned Jalalov. I'm a big fan of him. I've followed his amateur journey. How much of a coup is he for Probellum? Because the guy's special. Yeah,
massive. Joyce always told me he's one of the biggest punches ever been in the ring with. Like physical power and strength, and his punching power is frightening. So yeah, massive coup for Probellum there. Definite future world heavyweight champion.
Well, I was speaking to one of the trainers, who I'm not going to name, who said to me that if he fought all the heavyweights now, it'd probably be all of them apart from Fury.
It's
a big statement.
I don't know, it's a big statement, that is, but definitely in time he's got that potential. He's a dangerous guy, Jalalov, a really dangerous guy.
And Richard Schaefer said a few weeks ago he wants Dubai to become the fight capital. Obviously, you've got a bit of experience, you know, we're having shows here now. Is that a likely possibility?
Yeah, you've seen it yourself. If you look at the structure, it's got everything here to make this like a new home of boxing. So, yeah, I don't see any reason why not.
One of the key aspects, obviously, shows is fans. You know, what can we expect fans-wise? Are people going to turn up? Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of people there on Saturday for sure. I think the news has spread well in Dubai, and I think 2 shows in 2 days, there's going to be a lot of people there.
Shabazz Massoud fighting a guy that's 46 and 6. It's a huge step up.
Yeah. Shabazz is a very talented kid. We've obviously got high hopes for him. Trained by Ben Davison. He's looking to go all the way, Shabazz.
John O'Carroll, you know, what's the plan with him? I spoke to him earlier and he's suggesting that you guys are going to get him down the WBA route.
He's ranked #1 in the WBA, so all goes to plan for Jono, which I'm sure it will. World titles very soon. Sonny
Edwards, if it all goes to plan, I know you spoke to Eddie a few days ago, the Martinez carrot seems to be dangling there for him. Is that a realistic?
Yeah, for sure. That's the fight everyone wants to see, isn't it? It's the fight Sonny wants. I'm sure Martinez wants the fight as well. It's a great fight. 2 complete contrasts of styles, but Sonny's got a hard job on Saturday. Like Wasim's coming here with a lot of confidence. It's his first world title shot, so you got to take that. Sonny's got to deal with that situation first, for sure.
Okay, sweet. I mentioned Eddie Hearn there. I spoke to Eddie last week, and he specifically quoted that Sam Jones falls in love with his fighters.
Yeah.
I think you've seen the video. What's your response to that?
That's rich coming from him, isn't it? It's rich coming from Eddie. Come on. He falls in love with his fights. Everything I've ever told Eddie so far has come true. When I told him Joe beat Daniel Dubois, he looked at me like I was a complete idiot, and I guaranteed him that would happen. I've told him many things. Everything I've said about my fighters have come true.
That comment was specifically down
to...
My
ex-fighters, should I say.
Yeah, I think it was down to you saying Joe Joyce would go through Anthony Joshua like a laxative.
That Derek Chisora was talking about, yeah. That's just my opinion. I like Anthony Joshua. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a fan of Anthony Joshua. I just think that Joe would eat him up. That's just it.
And you got to back your fighters, haven't you?
Joe's my friend more than anything. He's my friend, but of course I back him, yeah.
Obviously, whilst we're speaking about Joe Joyce, Twitter's been crazy in the last 24 hours.
Has it?
Yeah, everyone's talking about it in Dubai. We're in Dubai and everyone's talking about what's going on in Twitter, in the Twitter world. Joe Joyce obviously set a tweet out last night.
Apparently it was me.
Yeah, so
apparently it was me.
So did you log into Joe Joyce's Twitter account and send a tweet to Anthony Joshua? And,
I'm going to show you something now.
Okay.
Just so you know, yeah? And I want you to tell the camera. Okay, there we go. So look. Joe Joyce, yeah?
Yep.
Don't quote those words at the end because it was worse than the original one that was going out. And that's what he put.
Okay.
And of course, Joe's got a social media manager, but Joe's got access to his own account as well,
okay.
as have most professional athletes, yeah? As have most professional athletes. But just so you can see the proof,
yeah.
He wrote that, and you can see the reaction from his...
Right, I can confirm that.
You can confirm that tweet has come from Joe, yeah? Perfect.
I can confirm for the camera that you've got a message from Joe basically saying that he sent out the tweet. So I think people aren't used to seeing Joe speak like that, so...
Joe, listen, Joe's got a lot more to him than what people think. And I think it wasn't the fact what the person in question said about the fact that everyone's entitled to an opinion that someone's going to win a fight. I think it was a manner he said it. Like I think he said he'd beat him up, and it's basically a tune-up fight. That's disrespectful to someone as good as Joe and someone who literally pitched to Joe to sign with them. So I think it's a little bit disrespectful. I think it was more of a pitch to try and get the job to train Anthony Joshua. That's my honest opinion.
You're referring to Shane McGuigan there, yeah?
Whoever you think it's referring to is whatever.
Okay. Obviously, I don't know the history, but do you and Shane have any issues other than what's happened in the Twitter world in the last 24 hours?
I think Shane's undeniably a good trainer, but he's not someone I'd go for a beer with.
Okay. So we've clarified you did not send the tweets from Joe Joyce's account.
Well, you've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah, so I can confirm that for the viewers. Anything else you want to tell us, Sam? Obviously these two shows coming up, you know, what else is in the pipeline coming up for Prevellum?
We've got a show next week in Newcastle. It's going to be bouncing in there. You coming to that?
Hopefully.
Yeah, it'd be good to see you there. Then we've got Liverpool in April. We've got a show in London, and then we've potentially got a big one coming in June.
And signing wise, I know you're announcing that, you know, fighters every other day at the minute. Anyone else we can keep
There's
an eye
some big signings coming, really big signings coming.
I hate it when you say that because you just.
I can't tell you on this interview, as it's going to ruin the surprise, isn't it? You've asked the question, so I said, yeah.
Can we narrow it down? Are we talking UK, USA?
Probably both.
Even better.
Big signings.
Right, interesting. Well, we're going to cut it there because it's so hot.
It is literally about 38 degrees, isn't it, here at the moment?
Before you get any sunburn, Sam, we'll leave it there. So thank you, and we'll catch up later in the week.
Nice one. Thank you.